afternoon everyone, good afternoon and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a little while, but it's been very busy here in Bahrain. If you haven't seen my channel before, my name is Michael Bath. Today we're going to do a watch video, well, a watch book video. Those of you who are familiar with my channel would realize that I do videos on my Porsche 997, which is back in Australia, currently living in Bahrain. Porsche-less, as I call it. I'm Porsche-less at the moment. I am looking again, I'm actively looking, so tomorrow I'm going to go out and have a look at a couple of 911s. But I'm also into watches, and I'm also into design, and I'm also into technology, just the usual run-of-the-mill things. And I also like getting really good books, especially books that I know will increase, go out of print basically. I don't have a lot. I've actually got some Rolex books here that I purchased and had sent to Bahrain. I do have more Rolex books in Sydney, I just don't have them with me. I was very lucky the other day, yesterday actually, to get a present from Natasha from the Mondani, is it? The Italian publisher, Mondani, and I've got one of their books. Those of you who watch London Watch Collector, if you're into watches, you should watch him. I'll put a link here. I might even put the video of his face talking, but it might be there. If you watch London Watch Collector, I really like his channel. He's based in the UK. He's got a great watch collection, vintage Rolexes, Patek, APs, great collection. He's also got a great collection of Rolex books. He's literally got every one of the Mondani books, which I'm going to show you in a second. The Mondani books, just to let you know, they are expensive. The one, how can I say it? I think they're around 500 euros for one book. Some of them I think are more expensive if you get the sets, but I think they're somewhere 500 euros. They did have a special on just recently, so they made them a little bit cheaper, 30% off or 20% off. But they're great books. But I'm going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4 books today. That's all I have here. And I'm also going to show you the watch stand that I bought from The Watch Stand, the company The Watch Stand. The original The Watch Stand, which is, where are they located? Denmark? I'm so sorry, I can't remember. Denmark, I think it's Denmark. So I kept on getting the Instagram ads of the watch stand, so I eventually succumbed to it and I purchased one. I posted it on Facebook actually, and a lot of people some people weren't so friendly about it because they thought it was really expensive. Some guy said he could make it out of scraps. That's not true. It's a great product. It's great quality. You cannot make it yourself. And it's, for me, I love it. I use it every day now. And it's on this is our desk here in the second bedroom in our apartment in Bahrain. And it's just here. I'm going to show you shortly. I use it all the time. It's great. It fits 2 watches. Bracelets or straps or whatever. It's a fantastic product. I would recommend. In fact, I might even get another one. Okay, the reason why I'm filming this first before I show you the books, because I'm going to use my GoPro and this camera. My GoPro just all of a sudden decided to do an update, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so welcome back. I've got it sorted out now, so let's have a look. Okay, so the first book is the Rolex book that I received when I purchased my SD43, my Rolex Sea-Dweller, purchased late last year, September last year. This is it, ceramic bezel, red writing, oyster bracelet, crown. You guys have seen this before. I love this watch. It's a fantastic watch. I've been wearing it a lot. I'm actually going to make this watch, I know this watch is going to get scratched and worn, but this is what it's going to be. It's not my daily wearer, but it's almost going to be like a daily wearer, because I really love it. My other watch, my other Rolex, my Jubilee BLRO, my Batman, aka Batman or aka Batgirl. That one I haven't really worn that much. I'm sort of holding off wearing that at the moment. I'm waiting for a Pepsi, and when I get my Pepsi, hopefully towards the end of March, I'm going to start wearing the Batman, and the Pepsi I might actually wear occasionally, but I'm going to just keep that for a bit. I'm just going to decide and just keep that for a bit as an investment. Okay, so this is the first book, and like I said, Rolex, the Rolex AD gave this to me. It's a great book. Those of you who have seen it before, I hope you can see that. Those of you who have seen it before, It has most of the current models because it is really the catalog. You've got your Datejust, you've got your day dates, everything's in there with it's just literally the catalog. So you've got the Sky-Dweller I should say. So the Sky-Dweller. And then at the back you have, I think my Batman's in here. Batman, Batgirl. Then you get into the professionals. I'm guessing a lot of you guys would have this book if you've been to your Rolex AD. I think they were just giving them out. I actually got 2 of them, but now they're no longer available. So the Daytona, the Sea-Dweller, there it is. So that's the one I've got on today. So there's the Sea-Dweller. I'm trying to get this in the better view. There you go. So the Sea-Dweller, so obviously the Sea-Dweller is 43 millimeters, oyster steel. Yeah, that's the one I'm wearing at the moment. Helium escape valve on the side, which is, can I get it? There. But yeah, so that's it, and there it is in real life. I actually tried this on, the steel and gold Sea-Dweller. I actually tried that on at the AD the other day. They actually had one. It's pretty nice, and I have to say, if I didn't have my SD43, I would be tempted to buy it. I'm still contemplating whether I want a steel and gold Daytona or I want a steel and gold Submariner. Now, why steel and gold, you say? I think the steel and gold, I was watching a video the other day of a watch influencer, and I think the steel and gold is underrated. I know people want steel, they want gold. If you buy steel and gold, it's in between. You know, you don't have enough money to buy the gold. Actually, now you don't have enough money to buy the steel and gold. The steel, because the steel is more expensive than the steel and gold. But I'm looking at old Zenith Daytona, and I'm looking at the new ones, and I'm also looking at black steel and gold sub. That's another video. So we'll get back to the book. But yeah, so the Sea-Dweller was really, really nice. Deep Sea. So it's a pretty good book. It's a pretty good book. And then at the back, you know, you got your Yacht Master 42. You got your Yacht Masters who look like tags. You've got Natasha's watch. Natasha's watch, which is the GMT Everose Gold, Steel and Gold, aka Root Beer. And then you have these two. As I said, I have this one. You would have seen my previous video. I'll link that video there. I have this one. I am getting the Pepsi as well, the BLRO. So I am getting the BLRO. I have the 1267. This is my Batman is Batgirl, people call it, but let's just call it Batman. 126710 BLNR. And I also hope to get the 126710 BLRO, aka Pepsi. So it's really nice to have a catalog where your watches are in. I got the book I got yesterday as well. It's also got the watch in there. It's been updated, so it's actually got the newer models. But this is the first one. Like I said, that's the Rolex catalog. It literally is their catalog. I don't know whether you can still get them. If you should go into your AD and see, because you could have just taken one. In the AD here, it was just at the front, and you could just help yourself really. But like I said, I've got a couple of them. I've got one in Sydney and one in here. It's a great book. It's a great reference tool. I'm just going to go off the Rolex watch books because I've got 2 more to show you. The other one, actually no, I will. I'll show you this one. This one wasn't so great though. This is the other one. This is the other Rolex catalog, and I think it was like a Christmas type catalog. It's a Christmas type catalog, and it doesn't have a lot of the watches that I like in it. You know, it's got the Sky-Dweller in gold, yellow gold. That's quite a nice looking watch. I tried the Sky-Dweller on. They actually had one in stock. It didn't work on me. I kind of like it, and I like the blue face, but it actually didn't work on me. But I still think it's a great looking watch, especially with the blue face and the white dial, bezel, very nice. So a lot of the stuff in this catalog really doesn't interest me, I'll be honest with you. This was given to me when I bought my BLNR in December. It's got the Daytonas. I do like this Daytona a lot, the non-ceramic bezel. I really do like that Daytona. That's the older version. I'm looking at that. This one's got diamonds on the markers. I wouldn't get diamonds on the markers. I also really like the one on the Oysterflex rubber bracelet, rubber with the metal inside bracelet. I think that's a really nice watch as well. There's a Sky-Dweller, like I said, and then we get into GMT Master 2. So they've got the expensive one here, and then they've got this one here, which is expensive but not so expensive, which is the one I have, what is it? BLNR, GMT Master 2. Fantastic watch, and so different, you know, so different to my Sea-Dweller. You can see my Sea-Dweller on the screen now. I mean, this watch, it's 43, right? But it doesn't feel as big as my Panerai. It's much more balanced than a Panerai. Panerai, I should say. I always call it Panerai, but it is Panerai. It's like Porsche, not Porsche. The Panerai. But it really is a fantastic watch. But it feels so different to the BLNR. The BLNR GMT Master 2 is just, it feels a lot thinner. The Jubilee is just a different wearing experience. I really like how the Jubilee looks. I think it looks really good. It is not, to me, a dress band. It is not just a watch for dressy gear, as people want to ask me all the time. It's a watch that goes with nearly everything. It's easy. It's a really, really easy watch. But anyway, there's my SD43 again. So that's that catalog. Not that exciting, that one, so I'll put that one to the side, but it's still good to have. I also got a Tudor one as well when I was in there, which I tried to get in London, and they didn't have any, so I got a Tudor full catalog, basically. What am I going to show you next? Let's skip the Rolex for a second, and we'll go to this book, which most people know about, A Man and His Watch. If you don't have this book, it's not super expensive. It really isn't that expensive. Buy it. It's a curated experience of men and their watches, and that's probably the best way of explaining it. On the front, of course, it has the Daytona. Daytona, obviously out of my league. Not something, this Daytona, as in the expensive one. Paul Newman Daytonas, out of my league, not something that I can afford. But this is A Man and His Watch. It really is, you know, it really is a great watch. So there's the Paul Newman from his wife, Joanne. Basically, Mario Andretti, his Carrera Hoya. It has the watches from archives. It has the watches that are owned by famous people. It has prototypes. It has NASA's Patek, who's a singer, if you don't know who Nas is. It has people who you probably haven't heard of. I know I haven't heard of them. People that write for blogs, people who are authors, and basically it is a journey of people's watch ownership. And this is fantastic. Look at that one, that Panerai. Look at that. One of my Panerais has got the tritium dial and it's actually going yellow like that. It hasn't started flaking off yet, but it has gone yellow. But anyway, this is a really good book. Rolex Submariner, vintage Submariner, and it just has the watch story, a man's watch story. It's a great book. That's the inside cover. Of course, it's got the Daytona, the Paul Newman Daytona, which is worth a lot of money, as we both know. Not a Rolex book, but it has Rolexes in it, so pretty close. So that's 3. I don't have that many books here. I've only got 2 more to show you. I'm going to show you the one I got yesterday last, because it's very heavy. Actually, this one's not much better. So, and I don't even know if I'm going to get this all on screen. I might have to move my camera back a bit. I don't have a lot of room. And I can see, I'm just trying to do it so you guys can see it. This is the Rolex book. This book is by Gisbert L. Brunner. It's called the Watch Book Rolex. And the watch book Rolex is a fantastic book. Once again, it's not a cheap book. This one's a little bit more expensive. The cover's really nice too. It's like this Alcantara type material. So this basically has the history of Rolex. It goes through the history. It starts at the beginnings. Has letters, it has, you know, names, it has the old advertisements. I'm gonna skip through. You know, it starts off like a timeline, 1914, 1915, 1925, you know, so it goes through. I think we'll skip through to the 50s. The 50s were a good year. I mean, you can see some of the original Rolex packaging. I'm just going to adjust my camera. So this is great. You got the original box, the original case, red Submariner, like full set, like a full set. Another different type of box. So, you know, I mean, this book is just... And then the ads. These ads here, if you haven't seen it on Instagram, I'm going to put his link actually. Ad Patina. These ads, all these ads like this, if you were racing here tomorrow, you wear a Rolex, and he's got a lot more of them. I'll link him down below, and I'll also put his Instagram here on the screen now. Hopefully it'll pop up. You can buy these ads. You can buy them unframed, or you can buy them framed. He's managed to source them. He's managed to and then he frames them. They look fantastic framed. I'd like to get frame one. I'm thinking about getting a couple unframed because cost, I guess. But they're great ads, and this range is what this range especially if you're racing here tomorrow. He also has car ones now as well. He does Porsche, a few car ones, Jaguar, Land Rover, the old Land Rover ads. It's a great thing to look at. I'll put the link anyway. You would have seen it. Take a look. Sorry, Mr. Ad Patina, I can't remember your name off the top of my head. I have this problem at the moment. I'm so tired, I can't remember anything. But I'll put your link. I can't remember your name. Is it Nick? Could be Nick. I'm not sure. But a friend of mine, James, who's also a watch collector, he actually pushed me towards Ad Patina's site. I hadn't seen it before, and it's a great recommendation. I'm going to get something. So you got GMT Masters. It's a great book. So you can get the idea of the quality. It's got like matte sort of paper. I haven't had a proper read through it yet. I will. So it shows you at the Rolex factory. Roger Moore at the back here. It has some prices at the back of like limited Rolexes. But I don't want to seem like I'm waffling on. So there it is. The watch book Rolex. Another one, I would definitely get this one. I would definitely buy this one. If you want to wait off and you don't want to buy a watch, the man and his watch, hold off on that one for a second. Even though it's a great book, get this one. This one's more money. Get this one. Not because it's more money, because it's a really good Rolex book. So recommend it. It's not much of a collection when you only have a couple of catalogs and a couple of books. But someone actually asked me to do this video. Once again, I can't remember who it was. Someone on Instagram, I think it was. Or it could have been on YouTube. I'm sure you remember who you were. This is because you inspired me to do this video. You said, why don't you do a video of your watch books? Because you see them, I think you could see them on the counter on the desk here at one stage. So this is the Mondani book. It's heavy. They have these books for the Submariners. They have them for the Daytonas. They have box sets. I will put their link down below or on the screen here. Go and check it out. They are expensive, but they are worth it. It is like a full-on catalog. So the next one, I think this video is going to go over. It's going to be way too long. You get this with it, which is Rolex GMT Master estimates, and I don't know if I can get this in frame here. And basically, it has references, it has condition, if you can see that, and it has prices. This one's a Rolex with Pan Am on the back, the old airline that doesn't exist anymore, US airline. This is an idea of their books that they have. You can see the price on that one, 790 euro, that's a 3-pack. Like I said, they're not cheap books, but they're great books. The Daytona one would be a great one to get. I also want to get the one with the Sea-Dweller and the Submariners in it. So that comes with the book. And this is the book. And I was surprised with this yesterday. Natasha bought it for me, but it's a great book. And I love it because it's got BLNR on the front, not with the Jubilee, the one before mine, and it's got the BLRO. I'm going to eventually have both of those watches, so it's kind of cool that you got the book. I know it sounds a bit, you know, but it's kind of cool. Let's be honest, it's kind of cool. So this is it. I'm not going to go through this one that much because I don't know if you guys can see it properly. It's a huge book. This has very glossy paper, very good quality, glossy paper. And then you get into the references. So it has the straps, it has the timepieces, GMT Master, oops, just bumped the camera, sorry about that. The bezels for the 16700. Goes through all the references. You've got your original root beer, you've got the bracelets, you know, you've got the famous green face, not the Daytona, the GMT Master. I still like this watch. I still like this GMT Master, the discontinued one. But it's a great, I mean, like I said, it tells you all the calibers, it gives you the reference. So there's the BLRO. There's mine. So there is the BLNR, the one that I have, current production, caliber 3285, 126710 BLNR, aka Batman, aka Batgirl. You know I hate Batgirl, and I'm going to get flack for it again in the comments, but I call it Batman. When I went to the Rolex AD here the other day, the guy, the manager was, I think he's the manager, he was saying, let's not call it by that. Rolex don't want us to call it by that. Call it by its code, when I was talking to the sales girl in there. So BLNR 126710, not Batman, not Batgirl, just that's it, the code. So this is the book. I mean, it goes through the original ones. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic book with all the coding, guarantee, the official certificates. I love these old certificates. They're so cool. GMT Master. Obviously, it's a GMT Master book, so they're all GMT Masters. It's great. Like it really is a really, really good book. I mean, there is another GMT Master I want to get, and I'm going to talk about that in a new video. It's not the BLRO, it's not the AKA Pepsi GMT Master. It's a GMT Master from 2004. If you can guess it, say it in the comments down below. In fact, I just passed it a little while back, so you would have seen it. The full gold GMT Masters I think are really cool as well. I'm trying to keep this video not too long because I know people get bored. But that's it. So this is Rolex GMT Master Mondani books. I'll put the link. Well worth it. Great, fantastic, great reference. Like I said, London watch collector who I watch, and I'm sure some of you guys watch as well, has got the whole set of these Mondani books. I think it would cost a few €1,000 just to buy the whole set. I mean, one day, if I buy one, I buy myself another one after this one, you know, eventually build up. I want to get the Daytona, like I said, and I want to get the Sub and Sea-Dweller one. They're the three I want to get to start. I think that's a good start. So that's that. And like I said, it comes with the GMT Master price estimate. What else was I going to talk about? Oh, my watch stand. I've almost run out of time. I've run out of time because I try to keep the videos like no longer than 20 minutes, and I swear we've gone over 20 minutes. Let me just put this one away. This is the bezel protector for the Sea-Dweller SD43. People are telling me that dealers won't give you these anymore. Very strange. I got two from the dealer here. Now, some of you may have seen this before. I'm gonna move this GoPro camera. You will see the tripod, sorry about that. This is the watch stand. The base is marble. This is leather. Now, there's a few combinations on their website. They've just introduced a green marble. The green marble is really, really nice. I would possibly get that as a second one, the green marble. Some of you are looking at it and saying, why did you get the gold stem? Natasha really liked the gold stem. I overlooked it, and now I've got it. I'm glad I didn't get the all black version. So it comes in black leather, black stem, black marble. It comes in white, marble, silver, black leather. And now it comes in green. I think it's green and black, or green and maybe it's green and gold as well. But the green marble. The marble is really nice. On the base, it has the watch stand. I don't have the box with me, but it comes in a really nice black box, really well packaged, full lift-off box, box that you keep because you can put it back in there if you're traveling. It works really well. This leather is really soft. I think it's Italian leather, but they're not made in China. They actually, if you look at their website, I'll put their link down below. I might put the link on the screen. If you look at the website, they're not made in China. They tried to source them, I think, out of China, or tried to get them made in China, and the quality wasn't up to their standard. They're not super cheap. I can't remember the price. I should remember the price. It's not super cheap, but it's worth it. It really, I think, 190 euro, around about 190 euro, I think it is, 189, 190. Check their website anyway. But it's really good. I'll just show you how it works. I did a video of this on Instagram, so some of you might have already seen it. Look at that. So basically, it just goes over. It just goes over like that, and that's it. I'm gonna take my GoPro off this suction cup. That's it. And it just stands on it. That's the back. That's the gold. That's the side view. That's it. I think that's it for today. If you have any questions about any of the books or anything like that, just put it in the comments below. You can always send me a, look at that. I'm trying to get it for you guys. Look at that, there you go. You can always send me a DM on Instagram, michael.bath or P997.1. or just send me a message in... Thanks for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications, because there's more. If you like the watch videos, there's more watch videos to come. I'm going to try and load up a few this week. I'm not sure what days yet, so just hit the notification bell and you'll be notified when I load one up. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.